everyone, it's me. Thought I'd just come back and do another quick video. No plans for this video at all. I've actually just recorded another one and then it ran out of video room, so I had to delete it and start all over again and everything. So God knows I'll not even remember half the things that I was going to say that I said on that one, on this one. But anyway, hello. First of all, oh my God, I am overwhelmed by everybody's support. Wanted to give a special mention to a couple of people. Nonna Grace. Hi, Nonna. By the way, Nonna, your videoing is fantastic. I don't know why you think you're not good at it, but you're bloody good. And the fact that you can do that little thing at the end where it says, thank you for watching. I can't even do that. So you're ahead of me completely. And Sarah from, hang on, I've done this again. I did this on the same one, the previous video. Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20. Ms. Sarah. The two of you are absolutely a delight, and I'm so glad that we've got this fantastic global community starting. One of the things I did want to say is where I'm from. I know Sarah had sort of said England, and I know that I work with Americans every single day. And so England is just anything British and whatever. So not in any way taking offence or anything like that there. But I just thought I'd let you know, I'm actually from Northern Ireland. I'm just outside Belfast, which is the capital city of Northern Ireland. And so my accent is, obviously to Americans, it sounds English. Because whenever I'm talking to Americans on a daily basis, which I do because my head office is in Boston, everybody sounds like they've got the same accent, except if they are like from like really down south, kind of Georgia, Tennessee, where it's like that really, really lilting southern accent, which I happen to adore. Or if it's somewhere like, I think maybe Sarah or Nonna are kind of like from that New York type of area, I think, where it's quite distinctive as well. But apart from that, everybody else just has an American accent. And even the Canadians have American accents to the most of us, you know. I know they say they're ooze and whatever, a little bit different, a boot. But really, yeah. So I'm from Northern Ireland, just in case you were wondering, anybody where I'm from. So what else was going to say? So some of the things I spoke about before my video died a death on me was, yeah, I was just talking about my birthday's coming up, and it's in March, mid-March, 11th of March, most important day of the year, folks. Mark that in your diary. I'm going to be 47. 47. And like 47 is 3 years off 50. And 50 is like 20 years off 70. And 70 is like 20 years off death. That's the way I see it in my head. I'm close to death. I mean, I'm definitely now starting, I'd like to think, the second half of my life. You know, I'm into that. You know, I'm a toddler in the second half of life, if that makes sense. So I really, really, really want to get this weight off. And do you know one of the things I was thinking about the other day? I have, you know, a lot of my weight on my face is here. You know, this sort of, you know, I turn to the side, you know, I don't have a big double chin, I don't think, but I'm, you know, I definitely am carrying weight here along my jaw, right? When I was like 17, 18 or something like that, you know, and I've got photographs of me. I might even see if I can do an insert of a photograph or something at some point. I have like a really strong jaw, you know, it's not round, it's very square. I think I can hear my son coming down the stairs, so he might come through the door here looking for some lunch. So if that's the case, I'll probably just go and pause for a second. So I was looking at that, and I'm looking to see one of the things I'm really looking forward to is, well, I'm sort of apprehensive, let's say. It's like, I can even see now, see if I go like that. That is how I think I'm going to look when I've got the weight off. You know, I've got quite a strong jaw. But what I don't want to do is lose my wee cheeks, right? I mean, I know I'm starting, you know, nearly 47. I'm starting to obviously get the little lines in the face. I don't have too many lines on my forehead and whatever, but I'm starting to get these lines. And what I don't want to do is take away all the puppy fat or whatever, and then be left with sag. And that's maybe why I have, in some ways, been fat for quite a while. I've been fat since I've had my son, so 14 years. And pretty much steadily I've put on about 7 pounds every year since my son's been born, on average. I think last year was the first year I started the year or ended the year. Actually, no, I'm telling a lie, because last year I hit my heaviest weight ever, which was 218.2. But that was after I'd lost weight, but I then thought I was going to go and get the gastric balloon. So I basically just ate shit for about 2 months solid, thinking, oh, I'm going to get this gastric balloon. I might as well have, you know, a series of last hurrahs. So I went right up to 218.2. It's all on my my Fitness Pal as well. I have done I did a reset last year, probably about last August. So my stats from August through, you can kind of see. And I'll do a weigh-in video tomorrow. But generally speaking, I'm in the weight loss phase of a keto lifestyle or a meat-only lifestyle. I'm actually doing a lot of research on, you know, carnivore. I do love my meat, but the only thing that would stop me being a complete and utter meat-only person is, well, there's probably 2 things. Number one, cream in my coffee. I don't think I'm going to give up cream in my coffee. And it's really, apart from some cheese, and I'm not even a huge cheese person. I keep buying cheese and I'm not even eating it. It's probably about the only dairy thing I consume right now is cream. I've bought some eggs, and I know I don't really do an awful lot of eggs, but I do like a fried egg. So I was thinking, I've got some steaks in there, I'll do, you know, fried egg and steaks. But anyway, the only other thing that's going to prevent me from being a complete carnivore for life is social occasions. There's going to come a time where I'm in a social occasion where I'm not going to be able to dictate, you know, either through social courtesies or whatever. I'm just going to have to either, you know, take a few vegetables or take a, you know, whatever it is. Or I might just go, fuck it, it's Christmas and I love my turkey and all the trimmings at Christmas. And that might be my one huge indulgent period of the year. So, you know, I'm not going to go so strict as to never taste anything again, but I'll know when I'm having it that this is a complete one-off for that particular period of time, and that it's not going back on it, and it is just a special occasion, the way special occasions are supposed to be. Special occasions is not every other day and twice on Tuesdays. A special occasion is your birthday, is a wedding, a wake, Christmas. They are defined occasions and few and far between. Count them on your hand kind of occasions throughout the year. I do travel 2 to 3, maybe even 4 or 5 times a year to the States, depending on what year and what we're doing. So that's always a catch for me. But at least in the States, I can go into a restaurant and say, I just want a steak on a plate, maybe a handful of, you know, lettuce or something. And they would give me that. That's no problem. But the plane over, I do have my little routine where I have my wine, because I like to knock myself out with, you know, a Bloody Mary and a couple of little bottles of wine on the flight, a couple of movies, and I am, you know, I'm waking up on the other side kind of thing. So there are things like that. So, you know, I'm not going to be a monk about it. But I have to do every decision I make where I'm steering away from the norm of keto or carnivore. It has to be a conscious decision. And right now, I am happy in the little path that I'm on right now. And I've nothing that's going to steer me out of that for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Because I've got, actually 2 weeks, because I've got a huge big kickoff with our organization across Valentine's Day, the either side of Valentine's Day. And of course, there's going to be a lot of entertainment, a lot of activities, a lot of socializing. And so I don't know how that's going to go. So that might be a blip for maybe 1 or 2 days on that. So I think I've got to start, I think I'll be just on gin and slimline or something, gin and diet, whatever. Trying not to, you know, because I have to socialize as well. I'm not going to be a complete dick all my life. Anyway, so what have I eaten today? Today I have had a lovely salmon fillet with lemon and pepper pre-cooked, you know, pre-prepared out of Tesco's here in the UK, with some cottage cheese and some olives that were reduced to clear. I go in sort of, you know, in a morning like that, and I just go and see what's in the reduced to clear sections, you know, the marked down sections, and I get a lot of meat. So I got a lot. So this morning, I'll show you a couple of things. So anything that can go in the freezer, I'll get reduced to clear. So here I've got some pork loin steaks. There's about 5 or 6 in there. So they were reduced, now obviously this is UK, $3.61 down to $2.53. Again, perfect, fire them in. Something my son absolutely adores is good old Northern Irish lamb chops. So again, I got 2 packs of those. $6.50 down to $3.70, so nearly half price or something. So again, that's really good. And then something I absolutely adore, pork belly, because you've got all that beautiful fat and you've got all that lovely pork meat. So that was $2.41 down to $1.49, so pound off. So yeah, so those are some of the things. I'll just go and fill my freezer up if there are good things to reduce to clear. And what I used to do is, hang on. What I used to do then was get anything. So if there was like a dessert reduced to clear, like chocolate eclairs or profiteroles or something like that there, I could never resist them, especially if they were reduced to clear, because then I could say, well, look, I'm saving money, so I'm going to get them. Yeah, I'm going to kill myself at the same time. So I've got, I'm trying to steer clear of that now. And my son loves chops, he loves pork and whatever, so it's an easy, you know, it's an easy win for both of us. What else? Oh, and I got, I want to show you these. Now, there is 150 grams in the drained version of these, okay? So per 100 grams, so 1.5 times for the entire tin, is no carbs whatsoever. Now, if I'm going carnivore, I can't eat olives, but I'm not there yet, so shush. Manzanilla olives with chorizo. Oh my God, they are just to die for. Desirable? I have no idea what I was trying to say there. They are bloody delicious. So, extra large, stoneless manzanilla olives filled with chorizo. And there is, so 100 grams, so multiply this by 1.5 for the entire, and I could literally eat that entire tin. Okay. So we have 30 grams of fat and about 3 grams of sugar, of protein. So it's all fat, really, with the chorizo and the olives. So if you're looking for a really tasty, salty, beautiful snack, calorie-wise, there's about 300 calories in the entire tin, but there is no carbs whatsoever. So I think that's bloody delicious, don't you? Anyway, so I am going to weigh in tomorrow. Hopefully it's still good news, but it's been going down nicely this week. So 15th, so last November I hit my highest at 218.2, but I also hit it again on the 15th of January, which is when I started the boot camp. So I would have just finished the second week of boot camp there, and unfortunately I'm injured. So I am sort of 2 weeks into sort of training stroke, very lazy, very basic keto, but 1 week into keto, right? So I'm going from 218.2 as my highest, and I'll weigh in tomorrow and I'll let you know what it is. But so far it's looking quite good. I'm trying to do some intermittent fasting as well. So I am basically, I don't eat after 6 or 7, just depending on whether I've got meetings. I've already got a cup of coffee in my hand or something. But, you know, I won't prepare anything after 6, but if I'm still drinking coffee after 6, well, you know, to hell with it. So after 6, and then today I didn't eat my first meal until about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So that is 18:06. So I'm trying to do somewhere between a 6, 14, 16, 18, 6, just depending whether I'm in work and I go for an early coffee at 9 or 10 or something like that. But generally speaking, I'm trying to stick with about a 6 to 8 hour window. And so, like I say, I've had one big meal so far with this salmon, cottage cheese and olives. But I think I'm going to have a big steak at tea time with my son. So the two of us will have that. And there's some carrots and peas in there for him. I might have a spoonful of peas just to, mix it up a bit. But I've only had 5 grams of carbs today so far. And most of that was from the salmon, and because it's got the lemon and herbs on it, and then from the cottage cheese. And there's nothing in the olives. Okay, on to a subject close to all our hearts: pooping. I'm still pooping just once a day, which is good. Like to be regular, but I am pooping orange liquid, literally, which is basically pure fat coming out, because any of the fat that I'm ingesting, clearly it's not being used, so it's just getting flushed out, and that's why it's loose water. Obviously my body's still getting used to the fact that, I'm back on a regime. I'm drinking a lot of soda water with sodium bicarbonate in it. And I'm just noticing here, guys, my bloody back gate keeps freaking coming open. I had window cleaners in yesterday and they don't close it properly. So it just, any gust of wind and it opens again. So I've got to go out there in a minute. Anyway, pooping is bright orange right now. I'm in ketosis. I'm peeing on stick every morning just before I weigh myself, and it's obviously all nice and pink and lovely and everything. So I think tummy is just getting used to the fact that it's flushing out the crap, and it is getting used to that sort of higher fat content and higher protein content as well. So I am not in any way, shape or form upset about that. It's not sort of getting to the stage where, it's running down my legs because I can't get to the loo on time. But I definitely know whenever I need to go, the tummy does a bit of a rumble and things you can literally, feel the liquid kind of, going right down. You think, okay, gotta go, gotta prepare for the worst, And okay, so I'm going to be exceedingly gross here, guys, so bloody well skip forward if you need to. But I used to take some of those, those fat, those tablets that would prevent you absorbing fat. Little did I know how fucking stupid that was. And it's, excuse my language, stupid, because it's supposed to be, why would you want to get, stop the fat absorption? It's the carb absorption you want to stop. But anyway, I've had a couple of accidents in the past taking those, because like I say, you're just flushing the fat straight out. And there's a very distinctive smell when when pure fat is being excreted from your body. In fact, that's why poop is like that kind of orangey brown color, because that's fat in there as well. I know there's a lot of other stuff, but if you were to excrete pure fat, it would literally be bright orange. You've seen fat in, you see those things where they show you human fat, oh, this is a pound of fat and this is what it looks like. It's all yellow. It's yellow because it's puffed up with water and everything as well. Pure fat is like bright, bright orange. So you take all that and flush it out. There's a very distinctive smell and there's a very distinctive color to your poop. Just thought I'd let you know. But it is a very distinct smell. So basically I know that that was fat that was coming out because I could smell it. It's not like poopy smell. It's a very distinctive, acrid. It's almost like an acrid smell of fat. I know. I know. And you're thinking like, Natalie, what the f are you doing talking about shit on a video? But I'm trying to educate you guys, Through the perils of moi, you will learn what not to do. Anyway, so... yeah, so it's a very acrid smell when fat is excreted, and it's a very bright orange colour. Just thought I'd let you know. And on that note, I'll probably finish for today. What a shit episode. In more ways than one, says you. Okay, so 20 minutes. God, I'm rambling on here. It's only supposed to be 4 or 5 minute ones, but you know, once I get started, for frick's sake, I can't stop. Anyway, see you all on the other side, and weigh in tomorrow. So hopefully I'm going to weave a very short video up tomorrow just to let you know what the weight is. So see you all soon. Bye.